I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that.
Hold on to the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that.
And Gervonta does have a very athletic, speed, quick reflex style. So you've got to sort of pressure intelligently. But while I have said in the past, and I still believe this, that Roach doesn't have that special thing of like where he's got really fast hands or a really powerful punch.
Lamont Roach appears to be in panic mode after Gervonta Davis's intense new training footage surfaced ahead of their rematch. Roach admitted that after watching the footage he knows he'll need to push himself harder this time and train with greater intensity. He acknowledged that Gervonta was impressive that night, still a hell of a fighter, and landed the most powerful punch of their first bout.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't get me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Gervonta Davis is training intensely for the rematch, determined to silence critics and prove he's still at the top of his game. Focused and disciplined, he's pushing himself harder than ever to correct past mistakes and deliver a dominant performance that leaves no doubt about his superiority in the ring.
Hold on to the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that. Start that motherfucker lawnmower.
I made the decision to train in DC because, you know, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute, so I feel as though this will help me. I'm from Baltimore. He's not from DC. That's what I learned. I thought he was from DC too.
Gervonta Davis is taking no chances this time around. His training camp is all business, with footage showing him gliding smoothly in the ring during sparring sessions. His footwork is sharp, his movements calculated, and his reflexes on a point. He's not just going through the motions, he's executing each step with purpose. With the rematch looming, Davis knows there's no room for error. The last fight taught him that underestimating Lamont Roach could cost him, so this time he's pushing himself to be better than ever.
Oh, stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Beyond the finesse, Davis is also bringing intensity. In another clip, he's hammering the sandbag with explosive force, each punch thrown with real intent. It's clear that this isn't just routine, it's personal. The first fight ended with too many questions and too much noise from critics. Davis is preparing like a man who's not just aiming to win, but to dominate. He wants the rematch to be decisive, and his training reflects that hunger. Renowned boxing analyst Teddy Atlas has been vocal about Davis's unique skill set. He admires Davis's ability to remain calm in the ring, never rushing or forcing his punches. Instead, Davis patiently reads his opponent before launching a calculated strike. According to Atlas, what makes Davis stand out is his adaptability. He can fight inside, outside, and mid-range, and has the knockout power to end fights at any moment. This unpredictability makes him extremely difficult to prepare for, and Atlas believes that when Davis is focused, he's among the most complete fighters in the sport.
He's going to try to get to us, but we're going to frustrate him. He doesn't get frustrated. He takes his time. He's deliberate. You know, a lot of times at the beginning, people thought he was just a seek and destroy missile. They thought he was just a guy that got to you. And they thought that he would get over anxious. He don't get over anxious. He takes his time. He slowly crosses closes those gaps, you know, inch by inch, step by step, and then he gets to you.
Even after the controversial draw in Davis's first bout with Roach, Rolly Romero remains confident in Tank's abilities. He firmly believes Davis is still a pound-for-pound elite, calling the fight result nothing more than a bad night. Romero emphasized that one shaky performance doesn't erase everything Davis has accomplished throughout his career. In his eyes, Davis's skill, resume, and knockout power still set him apart from the rest of the division. He's confident that with the rematch ahead, Davis will return to form and remind everyone why he's regarded as one of the best in boxing today.
That people want to discredit Tank, and he's still a pound-for-pound fighter.
Yeah. What do you think about that fight that happened? You thought it was just an off night, or?
Everybody has an off night. Everybody has an off night. Shit, I had a off night with Cruz. Everyone has a off night. It's boxing.
You want to run that back with Cruz or what?
Maybe down the line.
One thing that clearly separates Gervonta Davis from many of his opponents is his raw knockout power. Unlike fighters who rely solely on high output or technical finesse, Davis has the ability to end a fight with a single well-placed shot. Observers have noted that he doesn't need to force the action. His power becomes lethal once he settles into a rhythm. In contrast, while Lamont Roach showcased impressive technical skill and composure in the first fight, he lacks the kind of explosive finishing ability Davis brings. Many believe that as soon as Davis finds his groove in the rematch, the pressure and power he applies will be too much for Roach to handle, possibly ending the bout before the final bell. Boxer Jiren Ennis weighed in on the fight and said while Davis didn't control the fight entirely, his early rounds were effective. Many fans forget that Davis landed solid shots and controlled the pace early on, and is stressed that the first match has led to more conversations about Davis's image than his actual performance. The rematch gives him the opportunity to quiet the noise and remind the world why he's still considered a top-tier fighter. For Gervonta Davis, the rematch with Lamont Roach goes beyond just settling the score. It's deeply personal. The controversial draw in their first bout shook his pride and raised questions about his standing among boxing's elite. Davis knows his reputation took a hit, and he's determined to fix that. This fight isn't just another event on his calendar, it's a mission. He's training with unmatched focus, pushing himself harder than ever because he wants to eliminate all doubt surrounding his performance.